Okay, so let's wait for a few minutes. Let's wait for others to join. Once you're here, just type in your name so I can welcome you. Nice. Once a very big thank you for sticking till week 2. I know it's not easy. Yes. So just let me know when you joined so I can welcome you. Okay. Today we'll learn how to build Lawal. Ayokunle, you're welcome. You're welcome to class. Let me post on the other groups so that people can join. Okay, I've posted it there. So let's wait for a few more minutes for others to join. We're going to be learning a lot today on how to build a blog. So before we build a blog, I'm going to talk about mobile responsiveness, right? How to work on mobile responsive designs and all that. Abdusalam, you're welcome. Joy, you're welcome. So let's kickstart. Let's start. So I'm going to present my screen now. We're working on a blog. We all know the meaning of blog, right? So we are going to build a wonderful blog today, a real super wonderful blog. But before we do that, I'm not sure if I still have a site with these people. Okay, you don't have any site at this moment. Feel free to create one. I think, let me create a new site. My site expired. So let me just deactivate all this, right? So the turning it's okay. Let me create a temporary website. There's an error. Please try again. Maybe I cannot use this until I go premium. Let's try something else. Okay, let me create a new email. Let me log out. Oh, let's. We have to use a VPN for this. I'm so sorry. Um, they don't want me to use this WP again. Okay, so let me use a VPN. Let me log out and sign up with a new account. Okay, Did I click this? Abia, you're welcome. Excuse me. Okay, so let's quickly do this. I have 2 days left for this, so I didn't create an account. I just want to use this to do some testing. So let's go down to plugin aspects and delete all the plugins that is attached to this. So before you delete, you have to deactivate, right? So let's deactivate everything, then delete. So highlight all, click on delete. So the next thing, put in my, let me add a new theme, add new. Remember, I love using Astra. I love Astra so much. Install. After installing, the next thing to do is for us to activate, right? So while that is going on, let me copy this and open a new tab. Still installing. Okay, so let's activate. So I want to quickly install some plugins. Okay, let's go down to plugin, then click on add new. The first plugin to add is called starter templates. Or you might not necessarily use starter template. I wanted to install a template, then start building from scratch. So let me go back. But it's not compulsory you do this. So let me install Ultimate Kit. Ultimate Kit is a plugin that works with Elementor. Okay, I think it's Element Kit for Elementor add-ons. Let's install this. So once you have to activate. I'm coming. I'm trying to check something. So we need Elementor for this. Requires Elementor. So let's click on Add New and install Elementor. Sorry, I'm trying to view something here. I'm sorry for the delay. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. I'm trying to get something. I have some messages on my phone that I need to go to. Okay. So let me check the plugins, list of plugins we have. So let's look for, I think we have done that, unlimited elements. Unlimited, sorry, unlimited elements. So you have to install this unlimited elements. So let's install this. And also don't forget to install your Elementor. For those in my membership class, I think I've shared Elementor Pro with you guys. So you can also use that with your free Elementor. So let me check here. So it's still installing. Let me see what you guys have. Okay. So don't forget the plugins, unlimited elements. Let's activate. So before all these ones can work, let's skip all this. So let's go back to our plugin and install one more plugin. Let's put in Elementor. So once you install Elementor, this one will go out. This error sign will go out. So let's refresh our site and see what we have here so far. So we have Elementor kit, unlimited elements for Elementor. So these are just the plugins you need. You might want to use starter templates, but I will not use it for this class. I wanted to install a template, then build from there. But because of this class, let's start from scratch, right? Let's start building from scratch. So I'm going to create my pages. I'll create about 3 pages, the home page, the blog page, and the contact us page. So those are the pages we'll work with. And I'll quickly show you how to use okay, I think let's go ahead. We have the home, we have blog, then the next one we have contacts. Okay. Now let's delete this. Let's delete it. I want to show you how to add your header and footer, how to quickly create header and footer. I was planning to do a tutorial for it. Or okay, I'll do a tutorial for it on how to create your header and footer. Um, how to create header and footer without going down to customize and all. So I'll do a tutorial for it today. So let's go down to our menu. And I'm also checking if you have any question and all that. Okay. Let's refresh this. Now remember we are still going to change this to convert this to a normal, not a blog review blog page, but our not a we'll convert it to a static page, right? So my network is a little bit slow today. I don't know why. So let's create our menu. Let's use main menu, then add to primary and create. So let's add whatever we need to add. You can just click on select all to select everything. Then we have our home, blog, followed by contact. So let's save menu. Okay. So do we have anything to do under settings? Let's go to general and see. Okay, I think everything is fine here. Okay, so you can change the name of your website, change the tagline and all that here. So let's go down to our settings, appearance, customize to quickly set up our. So you can edit this if you want to. So set our, let's go to the settings, home page settings. If you want detailed explanation about this, please go and rewatch introduction to WordPress. So let's click this as our home publish. So this will go out. So we have this now. No need to set your post page. We are not doing that. So, okay. So let's start work. Let's go down to pages and start the main blog. On this, right click on edit, open on a new tab, then click on edit with Elementor. So, how do you activate your container? I think I have done that. No, now container is not activated. I have done a tutorial for. I think I have done a tutorial for that. I'm not sure. Now, how do we activate? Um, sorry, how do we activate container? Now, this is what you will do to activate your container. You come down to Elementor, go down to and get no, go down to settings. Sorry, from Elementor, go down to settings. Okay, I showed people in my membership class yesterday, my membership community on how to do this. So come down to features. Now under these features, go down to Flexbox container. So under this Flexbox container, click on active. I think that is all to activate your container. Then click on save changes. As simple as that. This is how to activate container, right? Now let's go back to our page, pages, right click, open with Elementor. Now, the first thing for us to do is our banner. You all know that. So let's go down. I love using free pick. Free pick. I get free pictures from free pick. What do we type? Let's type nation. Let's go with this. So download. I hope it will not download as uh, um, oh, you have reached the daily limit. I think I have over downloaded. Let me sign in. Okay, I think I can download now. So let's go with this. Or you can use something else. The next is today. Now, when we are trying to work on that, okay, it's downloading now. 18 megabytes. Wow, is somewhat large. So let's start work. Let's put in our section. Let's use this, just one section. So let's increase the height. Let's use 500 or 600 rather. Or 600 might be too big. Let's say 500. So let's come down to advanced padding. Let's put the top padding to 120 and bottom padding. I can use 60 at the bottom, half of it. So let me put in my image. Okay, the image, we have the image now, background image. Select file. The size is large, it's 18 MB. I wish I can get something a little bit not this high. You can also download picture from here, from this part. You can search for picture to download directly from here. It's called Pixabay. So let's wait for it. Don't worry, the rest will be very simple. Okay, so let's insert. Now, let me explain something. Take notes, please. Under here, um, okay, let's go down to center, something like this. Now, under attachment, we have scroll. Scroll simply means once I scroll, the picture will scroll with it. Now we have fix. It means once I fix, the background is fixed. Okay, something is missing. Okay, let me update and show you the work of fix here. Let me refresh this. Now, fix now. If I scroll, the background is not scrolling. The background is fixed. It's not scrolling at all. But if I use scroll, it means it will scroll with. Now let me refresh. Now look at it's scrolling. The background is not fixed. The background is scrolling with. So after that, so this, let me use top center. Right, it's top center. Okay, if I use top center, then display, let's use cover. Right, then repeat. I don't want it to repeat. So under repeat, no repeat. Now this is it. Now the next thing to do is to apply my background overlay, right? Now background overlay, you choose the color. Please don't use picture as a background overlay. So let me use something dark. You can also make it transparent. Just come down under this opacity. You can increase, reduce. So it all depends on what you want, right? Okay, so let's update. Now, the next thing to do, what do I have to do? Now, the next thing to do is to let's insert our text, right? Click and drag this in. Let's centralize it. Yeah, let's take it to the middle. Come down to layout. Type center, right? Something like this. Now, what else? Let's edit our text. You can use anything for your tests. You can use anything. So let's type make a blog, right? Make a blog. Let's increase. You can change the color to white. I think white is okay. Typography, let's say 130. Then this, let's make it a little bit bolder. So you can be creative with your header. You can be creative with it, right? So updates. Now the next thing to add, let's add our blog. Let's insert this. Then the width, let me use 1100. Let me use 8000 for the width. Then the padding, let's say padding top, let's say 60 and bottom 60, right? Um, Now, to add your blog, let's go down to our dashboard. Remember, we installed this element kit, right? Just click on it. Sorry, is this element? Okay. Sorry, unlimited element. This is what I was looking for, unlimited element. Later, I'm going to explain all this. So let's go down to post widget, right? Now let's install some, most of them are you have to go down, subscribe to the pro. So we have the post carousel you can install. Just install. We have post blog you can also install. Then we have post lists. Let's just install the few things we need. Let's also come down to post filter and install some stuffs. Then let's install post pagination. Right. I think that is all for that. Now let's refresh. Now you have to refresh before all what you have installed will show. Please don't forget that you have to install. Now let's click on posts. Now we have post carousel. Post carousel is a sliding post. Now this might not work yet because we don't have any posts, right? Now quickly, let's use Chat GPT to generate some posts, right? Now you're also learning how to use Chat GPT. Now let me go down to my Chat GPT. Let's refresh. I have used Chat GPT a lot, like real a lot. Now, what topic can we um, generate? Create a blog post of nothing less than 1,000 word on this topic. Now to build a blog, right? So it's writing. So let's go back while it's still busy writing. Let's update this. We need to add as many as possible blog. So how do you add blog? You come down to your post, add new. Now the topic, how to build a blog. So we are going to add the content that ChatGPT is helping us. Wow, this is long. I think the next one I'll have to reduce it to nothing less than 500 words. This is really, really long. I'm the one that needs content. So please hope we are still following. Hope we are still here with me. Please, if you can hear me, just let me know in the chat this thing that you can hear me. ChatGPT is okay. If you are satisfied, you can just click stop generating. So let's copy all this. Let's just copy. Control C. Then inside this part, type or to choose it, just click inside, then paste. Right? Then you can start editing if you want to. This part, you can change. You can change the sorry, just alight. You can do Control A to alight. Then I want to make it somehow bold. You can increase the boldness. Okay, so let's make the other ones bold. Control A. You can also do Control B to bold it. So this is a really rich content that you can use on how to build a blog. Now, after you have done this, we need to add pictures to our blog. It's called featured pictures, right? Under this part, you can add categories. Which categories do you want this to fall into? You can add new category. Let's say tech. Just type enter key. So it will divide up tech. You can add as many as possible category of your choice. Then tag. You know your tag now. You can add different tag, blog, tech, and so on and so forth. You can add different blog. Then featured image is where I'm coming to. You select your featured image. Please let the dimension of your, I want to download picture from here. Please maintain the same dimension. If you are using landscape, let it be landscape auto. If you are using portrait, let it be portrait auto. So try as much as possible to maintain a standard image size. So let's click on it, save and insert. So it's downloading. So we have it here. So let me publish it again twice. Let's look for another topic to generate. I'm just going to generate about 3 topics. Um, let me copy this. Create a blog post, nothing less than, let's say, 500 on how to use SEO. Let's go down and see. Okay. Okay, thanks, Joy. Thanks, Abioye. Thanks for staying. Okay, so let's go back and add a new blog. Add new. So let's copy. So you can do your bold, increase, and all that. So let's go down to, don't forget to choose your category, then featured image. Let me download. Let me just search for SEO. So why that stuff is okay. Let's use this. Just click on top, then click on save and insert. While it's here, publish it twice. So let's stop there. There's this one other stuff you need to delete. The hello word, please don't forget to trash it. You don't need it. Okay. So under here, I need to put a test and tag it as my latest blog. Something like this. Just type latest blog or latest article. So remember, this is a carousel. So that's our setup. So I can update it. Once you refresh, let's see what will happen here. Let's also refresh our website and see what we have gotten so far. You can see what we have added. So if we have more blog, you can see it will be scrolling over and over again. So let's do this setup. It's looking too scattered, right? You can change your background, change the curve, change your button text, your button color. So let's work on that. Just click on this pencil icon. I think I'm seeing something. Okay, the pencil icon. Um, the number of items to show is showing 1, 2, 3, right? The margin between them, this is it. If you choose 10, is the margin between we reduce. Now let's go with what they have. Let's choose 30. Now autoplay, the timeout that is 40, I think is okay. Autoplay here is on. Once you off it, this one will not be effective. So let's put it on. So your post image, is it medium, is it large? So let's just leave their settings for them. So your button test, is it read more you want or learn more? So it depends on what you want. Either read more, either learn more. So introduction, intro number of character. How many character do you want here? Let's say 50. It will reduce the content here. You get. So it all depends on what you want. So scroll to, it's coming one after the other. So if you click on scroll to 2, it will jump to 2 automatically. So let's just use 1. So the scrolling will not speed. So on that layout, want to show it's fine. If you don't want to show the arrow, you have to remove the arrow and let dot show. If you want dots to show, this dot will be here. If you don't want it to show, you click on it. The black spot here will go out. You can see it's out. But this dot is to the arrow is for people to control and scroll automatically. Now, categories, you want categories to show. If you don't want categories to show, you just off it. Now, if you don't want dates to also show, you can just off your dates too. Then show title. It's important to show title. Then show intro. It is important to show your intro. Then show button. Yes, we want to show button, right? Okay, so that is that for the layout. Then for the arrow, that is you can choose your arrow here, how you want your. But now that we are not displaying arrow, there's no need for you to pick the kind of arrow you want to use, right? Then post query. This is where you choose the kind of is it custom post, related post, manual selection. Manual selection, you can pick the topic you want to show, right? You can pick in the topic. Please enter one character. Let's say blog. To search for topic, how to build a blog. You can search for the list of topics you want to show on this part here. But if you want to choose other formats, related this thing, current query post and all that. So you can pick, sorry, custom post. So once you can read and write, you can view all this yourself. You can do the settings of all this yourself. Now the post pagination, we don't need pagination for this, right? There's no need to enable pagination. Now let's go down to style to style our container. The item radius, that is this round edge, is looking too sharp. Let's use 8. 8 is fine. Now let's go down. Your image, is this contain? Is it cover? So it all depends on what you want. I think cover is fine so that it won't repeat. Then item border type. If you want to add border, fine. Solid. 1. You can pick in the color if you want to. Right. Now I think all this is just fine. Content. Content height. You can see, you can increase the height, you can reduce the height so that it won't be that far from the button, right? I think this is far, far better. Then what else? Content background. What color do you want? If I choose white, this is what I have here. I think this is better. But you can choose any other color if you want to. Then let's quickly go down to, we didn't add category and dates. This is where you can set your color for category. If in case you added category, you can set your dates, your title. If you want to change your title, you can set your title here. What color do you want for your title? Let's go down to the global color. So if you choose this, the typography, do you want it to be bold? Let's use black. So it all depends on what you want actually. Now the intro text, which is this. Once you can read and write, you'll be able to follow all the jargons here, right? So where I'm going to is the button, right? This button, how do you want your button to be? Now this is just the padding top, right and left. So the button background, let's use the normal global color, right? This is the over effect. You can also work on your button over color. So that is that for that. Then let's put the border radius to 8, something like this. Button spacing, I think that is Then your dots, these dots, you can also adjust your dots here. Dot size, if you increase, you can see how big it is. So don't over increase it. I think the 8 is far, far better. Then the dot color, you can change your dot color from this part. The dot color, the active color. So you can bring this a bit so they can know the total number of dots here. So once I update, let's see what we have on our site. Let's compare. Now this is what we have. Latest blog. So what next? You can just put in different structure. You can add different designs of your choice. But the most important thing we have done is on how to add your blog. Let me add picture. Hope you are still following. Okay. Thanks for staying close. So you can play around this. You can set different stuffs here. It all depends on what you want to achieve with your blog, right? You can do your settings. I can add more. Let's type posts. You can add a single topic if you want to. Let's add post blog. Now I just want one to appear here. What will I do? Number of items, just choose one, right? You can also pick the post you want under layout. Now instead of repeating designs, you can just copy what you have on top of that part. Just copy this so that you won't repeat all the designs you have done. Copy and paste in here. Right click, paste. All you just need to do is to change the settings. Number of item one. Just one post will show, right? If you want to, you can do two. Then how do you want it to appear? So let's change the layout from this side. Sorry, this might not work. This carousel might not work here. It can work, but it will just be scrolling one after the other. I just want to, you can just put one, but it will still be scrolling. Just one will be scrolling out. Something like this. You can also reduce the size, but this is not what I want to achieve. So if you have a blog template on ground, you can use that same format to just design your blog. Let's go down. Let's use post blog, or let's go down to post list to appear this way. All right. List gap, you can increase the gap, something like this. Number of column, we want just one. Then you can also follow the same pattern of settings, layout, and all that. So let's work on the background. I don't want to waste your time on this. Then this part, if you want to add anything, you can just add one picture here. So it all depends on what you want to achieve with your blog. Now for the main blog, let's open the main blog post. Now let me quickly show you how to work on responsiveness. Now if I want to display this on my mobile phone, once you display it on your mobile phone, it won't show well. Now just come down to this, responsive mode, something like this, click on it. Now we have the desktop, which is this. We have the tablets, which is it. This is how it will appear on tablets, those using tablets. Now it means you have to adjust this part, right? You have to adjust it. Now let me go back to mobile. For mobile view, this is how it will appear on mobile. Now this my text is too big. Anything you change on mobile, it won't affect the it won't affect the desktop view. Now there's a new feature here, write with AI. You can develop content here without going to chat GPT. So I'm going to show you how to do that pretty soon, how to use AI to generate content right in here. Now let's reduce this size. So let's reduce. I can just make it like this. Then you can also adjust the padding and the height too, the height of your box, something like this. Then this, I prefer it to be at the middle. You can also reduce the size. This too, you can just click on this main one, apply margin to the side. Let it not be too close to both end. So come down to advanced. The top, let's put 40 for mobile and bottom 40. Then the right, let's say 20. You can see now that there is space here. It's not as close as this. So for this part, so let's add 20. You can see. So you can also reduce your text if you want to. It all depends on what you want to achieve, right? This part is not looking nice on mobile, so you will need to adjust, right? Let's go down to layout. Show categories, no. Show div, show. So let me make it row, something like this. The gap, let me reduce the gap. Then for this, you might want to reduce this character to 50 because it's not looking nice on. So for every website we'll be working on, by tomorrow we are going to work on e-commerce website. Please be present. We are going to work on e-commerce website. So there are so many settings you can do here on your own. If you want to add border radius to your image, the contents. The padding, let's put 20, bottom 20, spacing. Then the left and right is okay since we have this. Align content center, align text to the center. So if you want to align to the center like this, right, left, left. Okay, I think that is that for that. There are so many arrangements you can get here. So once I update it, if I convert to this, it's not affecting anything we have done. It's still the same width. So let's go back to our main blog and add the blog. Pages, all pages. Please, are we still following? Okay, I think we are still following. So let's right click, open link in new tab, edit with Elementor. So for this, you don't need much work. You can just copy what you have on your home page. Now this is where they will see all of your blogs, all the blogs you have on your site. Now let's go down to this and copy what we have here. Just right click, copy your container, come down to this. I love to make work very easy, please. Just come down to your blog. Here is it again. Right click and paste. So you can just change it here to my latest blog. My latest article. Change this to my latest article. Who is there? Please come back. I'm in a class. Come back. I'm sorry, someone is knocking at my door. So let's click this. Then here you can add the list of your blog. Now, it's not compulsory you use the plugin. Just if you type blog, right? We have this normal with this the other plugin unlimited kit that I installed. There's also a blog post here you can use. It's not compulsory you use that same one I use. We have something like this, right? Then you can start working. We have grid with storms, the layout style, something like this. We have just two. That is why it's showing us two. We have grid without storms. It's going to show you the picture, right? So let's go with grid with storms, something like this. Then you can now start doing your editing to left to top, post per row, one, two, three. That is three posts per row. Show title, yes. Um, show content, yes. Once you're off, the content will go out. You have something like this. So now crop content count, let's say 100. So once you know the once you can know the terms for each of these stuff, you'll be able to use any of these plugins. Show read more. This is the read more they're talking about. Enablement mandatory view. I don't want this. Then the query, post count by categories. Now this offset is how close you want it to be. It's still loading. How close you want your content to be from the image. That is the function of this offset. I think network is disturbing it. Let's add it back to there. So meta data, show floating dates, that is your dates, show categories, your categories, show meta, blah, 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 and all that. You don't want that. Then your read more button. What do you, is it learn more? Is it read more you want? If you want to add icon to it, you can add icon here. So what if you don't want to use any of these plugins? Now let me quickly introduce you to another plugin which we have used before. So let's go. There are different plugins you can use for your blog, right? Let me install essential add-ons for Elementor and premium add-ons for Elementor. So essential add-ons for Elementor. All these stuffs have blog. Activate. So once you activate, something else will pop up. This just go back. Now let's install premium add-ons. Premium add-ons for Elementor. Install and activate. Right. So let's now refresh what we have done here, so that those plugins will show. Please hope we are following. Let me check those that are still following. Okay, so I want to delete this. Just click on this pencil, delete. Now let's click on posts. Now we have different options. This one is EA, essential add-ons, post grid. And we have PA, right? Premium add-ons. Once you click and drag in, we have this. Now we have the classic, we have the modern for this. We have card view. We have the card view. So it all depends on what you want to achieve. Yes. We have on side, it will appear the side of the text will appear at the side of the image. Please might have something like this, right? But I love using the modern view, something like this. Now, how many columns do you want? Let's go with the 3 columns. That is 3 will appear. Now, post per page. Since this is your main post, before it will show pagination, let's say it's 30 posts before the pagination will appear, right? Now the query, let's come down to query and post matches. I think those ones are okay. So featured image, settings for the image, full image, framed. So once you can read and write, you can get all this. Display. The alignment, is this center? I prefer it to be left. Something like this. Advanced. We are not using load more posts on scroll. We are using pagination. Now, filter tabs. I love this. These filter tabs will filter them by categories, right? Once you click on tech, all tech blog will appear. Once you click on all your posts will appear. So the more categories you have, the more tabs you have here. So if you add more categories, the categories will appear here. So that is for the filterable tabs. So for the pagination, do you want pagination? Just enable pagination. Yes. So that is that for the pagination settings. Now for the pagination button, is it next or previous and next? I think this is fine. We don't have to disturb ourselves on that. So the styling, you can work on the styling, the background, the typography, The filterable, let's work on the filter stuff first. The active one, okay, the normal this thing, background. Which background do you want? Let's go with this. Okay, color background. Let's choose the background. Sorry. Okay, let's choose this color. Then let's choose our text color to be white. Something like this. Then the active one, which is this, the text color. Um, so it all depends on what you want to achieve. Then you can also change the typography too. Let's try 16. 16 or 14. Because if the more you had, the more I think 14 is better. Border radius, let's say 16. Let's put 8. Now your image. There's nothing much. If you want to add that, once you come on top, it will change to black and white. You can just work on this. Just change the saturation to 0. So, but I don't want it. Just click on this to go back to the normal format. So the title, how do you want the title to be? I think I can just go with 24 or 26. Let's choose 800. Then the color, same color. Decoration, it was showing on the line before, but I had to switch it to none. Then contents box. Do you want it to be white? What color do you want it to be? So it all depends on what you want to achieve. Your text color, your typography for this. Then background color. What background color do you want to achieve for it? So that is just your normal settings, the settings we have for building blocks. So the more blog content you had here, once you had more blog content, let's quickly add more. You can duplicate. Just click on EA, Essential Add-on. Once you have these two plugins, Premium Add-on and Essential Add-on, you can duplicate a blog. Then let's go down to edit, and just change the topic. Now let's go down to my blog and see how many topics I have now. And say I have about 3 now, 1, 2, 3. So the more you had, the more of the blog you get. So if I read, this is it. Now this is just one way of building blog. If you check my own personal blog, I use Elementor Pro to do it. Now if you need Elementor Pro, you can contact me to get it. I use Elementor Pro to build this. It's a little bit different from what we have here, right? I use Elementor Pro for this. So once you click on it, this is how my own settings is. Your name, first name, websites, blah, blah, blah. Under here, we have related topics, most impactful articles here. So I use Elementor Pro to build this. So if you have any question, let's talk. I think I will stop sharing now. Let me stop sharing. So please let me know if you have any question. So if you have any question, let's talk before we call it a day. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. Please, if you have any question, please let's talk. And please, our project is next week. If you have not filled in the project form, please do that. Our project is next week. By Wednesday, we'll build appointments out a website where you can book our appointment booking website. It is mainly used by life coaches and all that. So you can build a website like that on how to book appointments. So I'm going to share that with us. So do you have any other question? If there is none, I think I will call it a day. Thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate. I really, really appreciate. We'll be starting cohort 3 very soon. Registration is on. Please, you can reach out to me for the link and share the link with others so we can train more people and get things going. So this is where I will call end the class. So take care and do have a lovely night rest. Bye.